Joining me now to discuss the president's firing of Attorney General Sessions, Republican victories last night, presidential historian Doug Wead. Good to see you, Doug.
Good to see you, Lou.
Let's start with first, it looks like the president is going to lose somewhere around 27, 28 seats in the House, gain 2 or 3 in the Senate, which both won the House. That looks pretty average in terms of losses, maybe a little under, and all but unheard of to gain seats while losing them in the House, in the Senate.
Yeah, it's historic. I mean, it took 9/11 and the Great Depression to make it happen before, but
Right.
History's never encountered anybody quite like Donald Trump. He's out of the box. He's willing to work hard, to risk his equity that most politicians wouldn't let him out of the White House in a midterm election like this. He's different, and he wants to make a difference. He's wanting to make America great again, and he's doing it.
And doing it, his accomplishments, I say it here, it seems all the time. I mean, they're just unprecedented by any president in what is now 22 months in office. It's completely extraordinary. Yet we have another phenomenon, and that is an embittered and nasty, even vicious national left-wing media that will not credit the man for any accomplishment, no matter how large, how pivotal, how important, yet criticize him for the least offenses against their left-wing sensibilities and preferences.
Yeah, by the way, I loved the coverage last night, the Fox Business News. I thought they had the best election coverage.
You know, I did too.
It was
I thought
good.
the same
It was interesting.
thing. Thank you very much.
And the panel of you and Neil and Trish Regan, that was just fascinating to me. And
I
don't
thought
often
so.
Get to
I
see.
thought that, you know, you and I are agreeing on all of it.
Well, it's true. They don't give him credit for hardly anything. And just stop and think of the stories they've missed. When Donald Trump became president, 17 Americans were being held as hostages around the world by hostile governments. Right. They've all come home. Hardly hear about that. And it was interesting to me when they did the exit polls, they asked people what motivated them. And of course, we've heard healthcare was the big one in the economy and immigration. And there was some gun policy. And there were 24 other issues that got about 1% of the voters voted about that. You know what was missing? Russian collusion. Yeah. No one, no Democrat, no Republican, no one in America voted because of Russian collusion. So 2 years of incessant propaganda, billions of dollars worth of television smoke about Russian collusion. Nobody believes it. Not one person voted on that as an issue because they don't believe it.
And then
And
Doug, then we have to hear from certain quarters that, you know, we have to watch this go forward to the end. No matter the fact it's over 2 years of investigation, not a thing has been turned up, except, of course, about the investigators, their collusion with the Democratic National Committee, their collusion with the Clinton campaign, and the Russians themselves, a corrupt Justice Department, a corrupt FBI leadership. My God. Who could have imagined that this would be the result of over 2 years of investigation of President Trump? And it turns out the investigators set a new standard in corruption.
I took some courage from the president saying that, well, we have the Senate, we can do investigations too.
Absolutely.
That tipped me off. That's something you've been raising for almost a year now. That encouraged me. I think we're seeing in Donald Trump, I've known 5 presidents, 6 of them I've met, but 5 I've interviewed extensively and been in their homes. They've been in my home, worked with them, wrote a book with one, wrote a book for another one. And I think Donald Trump may be the greatest president in modern history. He is really done remarkably well with the little bit that he's had to make it work. He's truly making America great again.
Making America great again while he's being assaulted 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's constant and from every quarter. Yet he still does the impossible. Doug Wead, thanks for being with us. It's always great to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Up next, after refusing to perform the way the president wanted, Attorney General Jeff Sessions is out of the Justice Department. We have much more on that when we continue. Stay with us. We'll be right back.